What up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. Hope you're having a great hump day, because we all like to hump, or get over the hump, or something with the hump. I don't know. Humpty hump. I don't know. But it is hump day, which means that we are only one day away from week number 13 of the NFL season. Isn't it crazy how fast the season goes? It seems like it was just yesterday that James Washington fractured his foot, and they said it would be 6 to 10 weeks and he'd be back. Remember that? That was August 1st. So August, September, October, November, and wow, 4 months. So that's 16 weeks. So much for the Dallas Cowboys projection on that injury. And it's gotten to the point where I have called James Washington the unicorn. You're asking, why are you calling him a unicorn? Because we always talk about unicorns, right? We're always talking about it, right? They're beautiful. They got the whole, rainbows coming from their horns and everything else, and they're all cute and pretty and everything. But you never actually see a unicorn, do you? We all talk about it. We all want to see one, but we ain't never seen a unicorn. At least I haven't. Maybe you have. If you have, leave a comment down below and say, yeah, I've seen one, okay? But the Dallas Cowboys, we're about to see a unicorn in James Washington. Yeah. James Washington, this is actually time to put up or shut up, because we have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and still waiting to see James Washington. He fractured the foot, like we said, in August, but even in OTAs, he had some nagging injuries that kept him from really practicing with Dak Prescott. Well, the good news is, it looks like they are going to be opening up the practice window, that 21-day practice window, to get him on the active roster. So, here's the thing about James Washington. The last year he was in Pittsburgh, I don't know that you can really judge what he did on the field, because you had a geriatric Big Ben out there. Big Ben played small. Big Ben literally looked like Matty Ice does right now. He looked old and could not get the ball downfield. But in James Washington's career, 1 year he averaged, wait for this, 17.3 yards per catch. Yeah. Now here's the interesting thing. I know a lot of you out there are Dak Prescott haters and think that, all Dak Prescott has to do is show up, and because of all the talent around him, that everybody's just going to be great. But here's an interesting thing, and if you don't believe me, by all means, look it up. But you are looking at guys who have their career highs per catch with Dak Prescott. Now, it'll be interesting to see with Deshaun Watson coming back and having Amari Cooper, how Amari Cooper's numbers go. But quite frankly, Jacoby Brissett has actually been balling this year. Jacoby Brissett deserves to actually have a starting job. And I bet you by the end of the year, you're going to look back and say, damn, Jacoby Brissett actually played better than what Deshaun Watson did, after being off for the last year and a half. But be that as it may, if you look at Amari Cooper, who had Derek Carr throwing to him, and now had Jacoby Brissett, his yards per completions is highest. Dak Prescott. You look at Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb, who had the bad man thrown to him in his prime, who came to Dallas and then played there for 1 year, and then went and had Deshaun Watson throwing to him in Houston. Okay, so you have Deshaun Watson as well as Aaron Rodgers. Again, highest yards per completion was with Dak Prescott. And you can go down the list, because you can even put Dez Bryant in there, who had Tony Romo throwing to him. Right? 0.8 yards more in any season with than he did with Tony Romo. So, if that holds true, and James Washington, who averaged 1 year 17.3 yards per catch. If he can be a deep threat, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is huge, because it seems like Michael Gallup, since his injury, is not the deep threat that he was before. He's still recovering from the ACL. He's catching balls left and right in tight traffic, but you're seeing he's not getting that separation that you used to see with him before, where he's wide open downfield and Dak hits him in stride. If James Washington's fifth metatarsal, which is his pinky toe, he broke his pinky toe, is healed 100%, that bodes well for the offense and will definitely be a great thing. Now, of course, there's still the Odell Beckham Jr. watch that's going on. Odell is supposed to be visiting, I think, Buffalo tomorrow, and then the New York Giants on Friday, and then, of course, on Monday, after the Cowboys play the Colts, will be coming to Dallas for a visit. And my belief on that whole thing is this: the Cowboys don't know how to negotiate with free agents. They just don't seem to. When Catboy went to D-Law and said, we know we owe you $29 million. How about you take $10 million and call it even? And he was like, boy, please release me, man. Get out of here. And he had to go run to Jerry and say, Jerry, I done screwed it up. And they ended up redoing his deal. When you think what they tried with Jaron Kearse, as he was a free agent and stuff, and literally he deleted all his Instagram stuff. I think the Cowboys are basically saying, Odell, go out there and get your best deal, and then come to talk to us, because you really want to be part of them boys. You want to be part of them boys. So, get the market value out there for us, and we'll go ahead and we'll match it. Maybe sweeten the pot a little bit, because if you with the Cowboys, Odell, if you with the Cowboys there, son, you ain't nothing like wearing that star in your helmet there, son. And if you win that Super Bowl, son, you will be part of Dallas Cowboys legends, man. And that means a lot of money for the rest of your life, son, because they'll just love you like they do Deion, just like they do Charles Haley. Those guys came from other teams, and they were integral. You understand what I'm saying? Integral. Okay, I listen. I'm in Jerry speak right now, and we're looking for a 7-Eleven because I need to get me some more wine here. But he was an integral part of the Dallas Cowboys, and son, Odell, I think of you just like Deion Sanders, except you're on the offensive side of the ball. So I think that's what's happening, that they're saying, go out there, see those guys, get a deal, come to us. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit better than that. So, there you go. And James Washington has to feel that Odell breathing down his neck, and allegedly James Washington was ready to start that window before, but because the Cowboys had those 3 games in 12 days, they weren't really doing much practicing, so they figured it was better to wait till after those games so they could really get some practice in. So, there you go. James Washington, practice window starting right now. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.